Hey everyone, I'm Kazu, and welcome to my first ever video. For those of you who don't know, Yusuke Urameshi is a character from an anime series called Yu Yu Hakusho. It centers around our main protagonist Yusuke on his crazy career as the Otherworld's spirit detective. Along his journey, he meets a large cast of characters to help him in defending the human world from demon threats. If you haven't seen this series, I highly recommend it if you're into the shonen battle manga genre. It's definitely one of my top 3 shows ever. But that's enough about the show. What about the actual figure? The design of this figure is borderline perfection. Tamashii Nations has really been hitting a home run in terms of their SH Figuarts line. Of course with some exceptions. But this figure is one of the good ones. For some clarification, this look for Yusuke is how he appears during the Dark Tournament arc, which is by far the best tournament arc ever, no contest, and this figure captures it perfectly. From the yellow shirt, the blue pants, even the green wristbands, the simplicity of it is captured beautifully. It's even got some sculpted wrinkles, which is nice. Although it may be a bit too simple. To my knowledge, the figure doesn't have any painted shading, which could make it seem cheap, but I personally don't find that to be a bad thing. The more paint on a figure, the more likely it is for it to rub off or chip. The only super detailed part of the figure is the head sculpt, which looks fantastic. The silhouette of Yusuke's hair is captured brilliantly, and the green highlights add to the perfect portrayal. Of course, half the portrayal is thanks to the face, which is so well done. It captures the aesthetic of Yu Yu Hakusho brilliantly, but it seems to reflect the art style of modern merchandising. It's something about the eyes that don't quite reflect the 90s style. Regardless, the face still reads as Yusuke, and that's good enough for me. But this face isn't the only face that comes with the figure. In addition to the neutral face, you get a smirking face, a gritted teeth face, a yelling face, and a comedic pissed off face. This one's gotta be my favorite one. As for hands, you can switch out these pair of fists for some open hands, cupping hands, a thumbs up hand, a spirit gun hand, and another cupping hand to go with it. And to switch out the hands, you simply unpeg and then reattach. This looks so good, but I wish it came with some effect parts. That's where this included spirit gun effect part comes in. Just plug it onto his finger, and that looks too cool for words. But if you wanted to display him firing the spirit gun, this looks amazing, and I wish more Figuarts came with some effect parts. But despite those accessories adding so much to this figure, these last 2 accessories are by far the best ones included with this set. This little guy is named Pooh, and as a minor spoiler, he's Yusuke's spirit beast. As for this thing, now you can have Yusuke displayed with his hair down. All of these accessories add so much play value to the figure, you're constantly going to be thinking about what the best way to display the figure is. A tiny nitpick is Pooh can't really attach to Yusuke in any way, but you can balance him on his head. Of course, you can't really utilize any of these accessories without some great articulation. Speaking of, the head is on a double ball joint, which allows it to move up that far and down that far, and an extra neck ball joint, which increases the head movement even more. Ball hinge at the shoulder, which allows for full rotation, and a butterfly joint that allows the arms to move in this far. Arm moves out, bicep rotation, double joint at the elbows, wrist moves up and down, but if you rotate the peg, you get some side to side, wrist rotation, double ball joint at the midsection, which allows it to move forward that far and back that far, and a ball joint at the waist, which increases the back and forward movement. Of course, it allows for some rotation and some side to side. The legs can move forward really far, but not that much back. They move out really far. You can easily do the splits. Thigh rotation, double joint at the knees, foot swivel, up and down, a pivot, and a toe bend. Posability on this figure is pretty much on par with other SH Figuarts. That is to say, it's fantastic. You can get this guy in almost any pose you can imagine. While I do wish the ab crunch could move in a little bit more, it's really not that bad. As long as you work with what you got, pure gold. As for the size of this figure, he's standard for SH Figuarts. Here's SH Figuarts Naruto Uzumaki, SH Figuarts Ichigo Kurosaki, SH Figuarts Kenshin Himura, and the SH Figuarts Sailor Moon. They look so good together. And for those of you who don't know, the authors of Yu Yu Hakusho and Sailor Moon are married. Ain't that lovely? Overall, I'd give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. It's an amazing figure from an amazing series and includes so many accessories, which gives it some crazy play value. If you can get this figure, I highly recommend picking it up, you won't regret it. That is, if you can afford it. The average price of this figure is around $50 to $70, not too bad, but not incredibly cheap either. But being the best Yusuke Urameshi figure, and with that upcoming SH Figuarts to Goro schedule for next year, you've really got no other option. So anyway, thanks for checking out this video. I'm not sure how I did. I really want to start making these kinds of reviews, and if you have any suggestions on what I can change, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, if you like this video, leave a like and make sure to subscribe if you want to. It'll really help out. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't fall.